Hey you guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be compiling up all the really cool things when it comes to CES. Basically, if you guys don't know what that is, it's just a really big expo, basically showcasing up all the coolest and latest trends and brand new updates and electronics when it comes to phones, TVs, gaming stuff, GPUs, etc. And there actually was a lot of really good announcements already as of today. So I want to give you guys a rundown on all this stuff, and this is all kind of cool stuff if you guys are interested in technology, or interested in upgrading, or interested in utilizing cool stuff, say with your PlayStation 5 or Xbox, or future builds or phones or all of that. There's a lot of cool stuff to go and showcase. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy, and there actually was some really cool and really big announcements that we get to go and talk about and probably hear a little bit more about throughout these next few days. So let's go dive in the video. And of course, if you guys like these types of videos, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, make sure you guys leave a like on the video or comment down below if there's anything you guys in particular are on the lookout for, would want to be buying, or as well, if you think any of them are just a little bit stupid or a little bit weird, feel free to go and chime on in all throughout the video itself. So as I mentioned, CES is basically just a really big, basically electronics expo where they have all the biggest companies. You have like Nvidia, you have Sony, you have LG, you have AMD, Samsung, all these big companies out there that are basically trying to be like, hey, look how cool this is. So let's go dive on into it. So the very first thing I kind of want to go maybe touch on in is going to be on the probably biggest news out there, both for AMD as well as also for Nvidia. So in case you guys didn't have a chance to go and see, we actually do finally have a chance to go and showcase up and see the brand new RTX 3090 Ti. The Ti is basically just more of a more advanced type version of the card. The 3090 already exists, the 3080 Ti already exists, but basically just kind of give you guys a nice little oomph, because as you guys know, the semiconductors and everything else is a little bit more on the harder side to go and find and procure, especially for productions. As of right now, we have not seen any news for the 4000 series, which would make sense. We'll maybe hear some more news about that throughout the rest of this year. But as well, we actually had some pretty cool articles going and showcasing up kind of the rough ideas for it, for rough prices, rough ideas, and all that type of stuff. But this is basically the most powerful consumer desktop chip to date as of now, which is a 3090 Ti. The company didn't offer many details. Sadly, we don't even know the price as of yet. But a lot of people are also kind of saying maybe around the $1,500 plus in comparison to, say, the 3080 Ti and 3090 numbers themselves, which is very cool to go and see. We'll hear more details later on next month. But as well, there's also a really cool thing is on top of that, where they're also trying their best to go and improve now laptop chips. So they're trying their best to go and bump up the 3070 Ti's and 3080 Ti laptop variants, which I'm sure you guys know are slightly different than normal desktop variants as well. There's also some pretty cool stuff in terms of new technology when it comes to brand new apps for gamers, when it comes to that type of stuff. Very cool to go and see when it comes to new monitors, new refresh rates, and everything else mixed on in with it. And as well, there's also a 3050 that is being announced for more of a budget, basically card for anyone who doesn't have enough money to go drop $1,000 plus on a brand new GPU. But also continuing up the brand new AMD side, AMD actually had some very intriguing news too as well. Well, although sadly all the stocks today for all the tech sectors did going down, AMD actually had a lot of really intriguing news too as well, where they said they want to go and release up 20 brand new Ryzen 6000 series laptop processors beginning in February, brand new GPUs too as well for gaming laptops, and as well just a lot more brand new updates too on top of that, when they want to go and also release 5 new Radeon RX GPUs too for gaming laptops, as well as 2 new desktop gaming cards. The Radeon RTX 6500, which will be available very soon for $200, and the next one too as well, available in pre-built systems in the first half of the year. So once again, very cool to have more brand new models, more competition, a lot more big new updates when it comes to both mobile gaming, laptop gaming, and overall gaming in general. As well, we also did have a little bit more TV talk. So this is kind of a big thing too as well for all the people with PlayStations or Xboxes, where Sony for 2022 actually unveiled their brand new TVs with the QD OLED, mini LEDs, and even more, where Sony is bringing the heat with quantum dot OLED and enhanced Bravia XR processing. So basically there's actually some really cool announcements when it comes to brand new Sony TVs too as well, and that would also be tied on that too, where we have a chance to go and utilize a lot of that for the PlayStation 5 and using things like HDR settings and everything else to make the whole gaming experience a lot nicer and better. So basically we have the OLED game with the QD OLED technology too as well for the brand new Master Series 4K A95K. This is the very first QD OLED TV that we've actually seen announced. And of course, obviously, Sony's not dropping OLED or anything else mixed on in, but they're trying their best to maybe go use more mini LED sets too on top of that. So we're also seeing brand new TV, basically announcements and a lot of really big things more on the mini TV side, which we'll cover up in a second. And as well, we've also been seeing a lot more on LG's new lines and Samsung's new lines too as well, mixed on in. So on top of this too, they also have cool stuff like say like the Netflix adaptive calibrated mode as part of its new lines of TVs, and they're trying their best to go and utilize and kind of just improve the quality, the frames, the filling of missing pixels, and a lot of cool stuff when you guys see that for HDR technology and other various types of just basically the next gen technology for TVs too as well. So it's very, very cool. We're seeing different stuff like the Sony Bravia Cam 2 on top of that, and just a lot of really cool nifty tech when it comes to TVs, especially if you guys are trying to get over for consoles. Brand new TVs and brand new updates tied that in are always very nice to go and see. Same thing too as well with LG, which I would probably say as of right now is probably the top tier of all TV makers, just for everything I've seen. The LG OLED TVs are just insane, and they also have the mini LED QNED TVs too as well, which I think would be kind of nice too to have a somewhat nicer as time goes on, basically like price points so more people can enjoy this nicer, newer technology, because some of the LG TVs can be a little bit expensive, although I will go and vouch the quality is very worth the money going on too as well. So basically LG had a very nice brand new lineup, all the brand new TVs too, refreshed OLEDs, slew of mini LED QNEDs, and on top of that too as well, the brand new brightest OLED TV, smallest OLED TV, and the most color consistent QNED TV as of yet. So there's just a lot of brand new updates when it comes to just how it looks, how it feels, how it vibes, and everything does look a little bit more on the closer side. As well, just for overall general TV news, we actually have heard a lot more about the 8K TV. Right now, 4K does kind of seem like the industry standard, and 8K is slowly making its way on in, although even gaming consoles are more so utilized for 4K. They can and will probably be utilized for 8K in the future too, on top of that, if it's efficient or filled with HDR. But as of right now, even most gaming is kind of somewhat soft locked at 4K, mainly because the utilization and the processing to go and utilize 8K it's kind of just a lot. Like it's very, very hard on all this stuff. But we are hearing once again even more revitalizations and more pushes for 8K content, which is nice, although it's very, very expensive. And also it's just kind of hard to go and set on up to as well. But on top of that, you have bigger screen sizes, better quality. And once we probably see a lot more production being made for 8K quality TVs and 8K quality resolution, think movies, video games, sports, whatever, it'll probably be a lot more utilized in, well, normal. One kind of cool things I do want to keep on saying is I love the idea of mini LEDs, mainly because it could also go and have a like nicer and smaller price points too as well when it comes to smaller TVs. But on top of that too, also mini LEDs are also a nice combination factor of like, sometimes they go push it for just higher quality all around, if that makes sense too. So this is basically the brand new TV with the mini LED powered QNED as well on top of that too. So that's just happy to go and see some smaller iterations. And also, even though it is an 8K TV, we could also maybe see some 4K, 90, 80, and 80-inch options too, which is still huge and bigger than all of my TVs out there. And there's also a few more gaming news too as well, which you might dive on into as the next few days go on. And also, last but not least, we also did have a few little kind of various gadgets, such as the LG brand new gaming laptops, new LG dual monitors too as well, which is very cool. Samsung smart monitors mixed on in, the Samsung Neo curved gaming monitor, which you guys may have actually had a chance to see the Neo, which is the first 4K resolution 240 hertz monitor, which will absolutely probably cost a lot of money, but it does look very, very cool as you guys can see from the renders from it, and will probably cost an arm and a leg. As of right now, I think my monitor is just a 144p, 144 hertz monitor, so this is like a double whammy upgrade, which would be insane, especially if you try to combination with that with either 4K, basically GPU series from NVIDIA, or even like a 3090 Ti would be phenomenal to go and see this. And last but not least, we also actually have had a chance to go and see a few more phones, like the Galaxy S21 Founders Edition 2 as well, which is a nice little budget phone. We're having a chance to see Samsung throw out a bunch of really cool mixed in things. So very nice to go and see a little bit more on the cheaper price point, especially in comparison to say like Apple with the iPhone 14. I know a lot of you folks out there, phones just kind of keep on going up and up and up in prices. So anything that is very priced well and is also utilized well, I'm always 100% down with. So let's just get a little bit of a quick overview of some of the coolest and probably the biggest things, because usually day one is really big. So we're seeing brand new gaming TVs, brand new also gaming monitors. We're also seeing brand new GPUs with the 3090 Ti being announced in the budget versions too as well, and brand new AMD cards too. So overall, I love to see this. I love seeing brand new technology. I love seeing all this type of stuff kind of being developed in showcase. And I would love to hear your thoughts on what you guys seem cool, anything you guys would want to go pick up on, or if you guys are watching or seeing any of the updates, let me know anything that you guys are on the lookout for yourselves. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway going on the channel itself. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, get a bunch of free stock and that free money, and same with that Coinbase. And you guys can let me know all of your favorite things for CES this year so far.